Now, on this particular segment of the Buzz Y254, we are having with us a wedding planner. And then this guy is not only a wedding planner, he is also a motivational speaker. Yani, let's just say he is Dr. Love because he advises people on relationships, marriage. So we are having Dr. Love in here. Kuwa ready na simu yako 22162 starting with the word buzz kama uko na maswali zozote za mapenzi. Hi.
My name's Aaltonen Jumba. I'm the proprietor of SLIQUE Events Planner and the founder of About Love Kenya.
Okay.
About Love Kenya is purely and basically to do with marriage and relationships. There we counsel people on how they can handle themselves when they are in a relationship or marriage. SLIQUE Events purely deals with events that's ranging from weddings to corporate events to personal events. Yes, please.
Okay, you were actually telling me, Ati, before people get into marriage or before people decide to do a wedding and get married, they need to go through counseling first.
Yes.
Like it's essential. Like
it is very important for all of us to understand that marriage is not just a walk in the park. This is an institution where two people from two different backgrounds get to meet and decide to stay together. So it is important for the two of them to get to know each other and to understand each other. It is also important for them to understand what is required of them in that relationship or marriage. Most of us get into relationships without understanding what our role is, what is expected of us, and that leads to a lot of breakages in relationships and marriages. So we feel from where we sit, it is important for us to take everyone who wants to get into marriage through a counseling session for them to get to understand how to handle each other, because it's important. You know, like you come from a different background, you have brought up differently. It's not the way I was brought up. So you need to get to know how to handle me. You need to know the dynamics in a marriage. And that is why it's very important for us to actually encourage people to go through counseling before they get married.
Were you first a motivational speaker, or were you a wedding planner and then you realized, hey, you've been to so many weddings, so you know a few things about it, and then you decided now I can be counseling people on this and that? I mean, what came first?
Wedding planning came first because this was my passion right from college. I used to be the entertainment minister in college, and I took this through when I left college. But along the way, I realized that I meet clients and I meet friends who want to get married, but they really don't understand what marriage is all about. Most of us and the generation we are living in just think marriage is coming together, cohabiting, and that's marriage. That's not marriage. And we thought we needed to take it a notch higher and just be able to explain to people why they need counseling, why they need to get to court, why they need to get to know each other before they get married. So the counseling bit came after the event thing. Because every time I would sit down with a client and we are discussing the nitty-gritties about their wedding, we would get to realize that the man does not really understand what the woman really wants, and the woman really does not understand how far the man can stretch in terms of their budget. And these are some of the things that go a long way into affecting our marriages. Because at the initial point where you're planning your wedding, you just want everything. But you do not want to understand how far the man that you want to settle down with can stretch in terms of his budgets and pockets. So we thought it is important for us to take them through. The expectations of a lady, because weddings normally are presumed to be a lady's thing.
It is a lady's
and
thing.
The man is supposed to fund the wedding. So it is important for both of them to get to understand the expectations vis-a-vis what the man is willing to spend. So this came automatically as I was actually just going through my usual planning agendas.
What would you say would make a good wedding planner?
Passion. Personally, I'm driven by passion. because wedding planning is not a walk in the park again, I would say, because most people think wedding planning is just putting things together and that's it, but it goes a long way. You need to be creative. You spend long hours in the field. It is hectic, it is tedious and stressful, and sometimes it takes you away from your family for a very long time, because you have to be at the field. You're the first person to be at the field, you're the last person to leave the field, and you have to make sure that at any given time you leave your client smiling. And you cannot do these things when your mind is focused on money alone. Event planning is a booming business right now in the whole world. But what drives you and what makes the difference between you and any other event planner is the passion you have for this particular job. That's it. That's what actually makes the difference.
Can you remember a wedding that you planned and things were just going south, like it was really challenging for you? Could you recall of one or maybe two?
All weddings are challenging. All events are very challenging when you're planning them. I wouldn't say there's any given time I've had a wedding or I've planned an event that went south. Though I have done weddings that were very challenging. To give an example, I did the wedding for the Nandi senator, who's now the current governor. And this wedding was 5,000 packs. I was just starting up. And I didn't know where to get specific things. It was very challenging and very engaging that at some point I even broke down. But I picked up because of the networks I had, and I was able to, within good time, turn around and deliver. But there's no specific time I would say that I did a wedding and it went completely south and it did not happen. No.
So that means you're a good wedding planner, you're creative. When something is not going as planned, you find solution B. And that's how a wedding planner should be, I guess. Because things will not always go like vizuri. Because maybe you were planning this wedding itakuwa kukiwa na jua, and then all of a sudden it starts raining.
I did a wedding last weekend on Sunday, and it was raining the whole week. On Friday, it was sunny. On Saturday, it was sunny. So we decided we are moving the church ceremony from indoors to outdoors. The garden wedding. But funny enough, after we've done all the setup, it started raining.
Oh boy.
Yes.
What do you do?
These are some of the things we go through as planners. It's not easy, and sometimes we have to work with what nature gives us. And what I was so grateful about, the couple I was working with, they say, we can't change things right now. So we just have to flow with whatever is happening. We did a wedding in the rain.
Like outside, water kinyeshewa?
Yes.
Oh.
We did a wedding in the rain. But normally what we do, we have option A, B, C until option Z. Because we as planners are mandated with the responsibility to make sure that our clients get the best service, one, and then you relieve the pressure from them. So the moment they engage you, you take over all the pressure. So what they do is they tell you, we want this, we want that. It's up to you to get to know where you're getting it and how you're going to do it. But in this case, after we did the setup and it started raining, just immediately the bride arrived. The groom had arrived and it was still sunny. She said, we can't change things. This is my wedding, let's have fun. And we did the entire church ceremony in rain. Funny thing, it was raining and shining at the same time. So it was fun. Yes.
How many people exactly do you have in SLIQUE events?
Currently we have 20 permanent staff, and we have 13 casuals who work with us on and off whenever we need them. Yes.
So SLIQUE event actually won an award.
Yes.
Let's talk about this award that you people won or bagged.
It was actually a surprise for us because we were nominated by someone we have never known until today. And then overwhelmingly people voted for us, and we were awarded as the best wedding planners of the year 2018. That was the Kenya Wedding Awards. But then again we got another award from SAMANTHA Bridals, and this was the best regional deco Eldoret 2018. Yes.
How does it feel to see your work recognized and, you know, to feel that people are appreciating what you do?
It's amazing because this industry for the past many years, most people never took cognizance of what we do and the kind of pressure we go through. But we like it because at this time, most people are coming out to appreciate what we do and the kind of pressure we take away from them. So them having been able to recognize us and actually awarding us for what we do for our clients is an amazing feeling. It feels so good.
What gives you satisfaction at the end of the day after you've already planned a wedding? It's pulled through perfectly as you guys had planned.
Yeah.
What gives you satisfaction?
A smile on my client's face. Yes,
Once you see them.
that's all. Once I see them smiling and walking to me and saying thank you for this, that is all that gives me the satisfaction I need. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Do you have a mantra that you live by? You know, like a quote that you live by, or something that you just live by that keeps you moving every day?
Yeah, you make it up and make it real.
Make it happen, make it real.
No, you make it up. As a client, you make up whatever you want. I make it real.
Oh, you make it up, I
make it real. Yes, that's what I
Awesome.
live by.
Awesome. So where can people like find you in case they want to have you as their planner, or in case people want to have some, you know, counseling from you?
Okay.
Where can people find you?
Our main office is in Eldoret, but we are setting up in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the reason why I'm here, apart from the interview. And you can also find us on social media. Our Facebook account, that's SLIQUE Events Planner. On IG, you'll find us as SLIQUE_events. You can also find us on Twitter as SLIQUE Events. And then for About Love, you can also find us on Facebook, About Love Kenya, on Twitter, About Love KE, on IG, About Love Kenya too. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So guys, now you know where to find you know, your wedding planner in case you're planning to have a wedding. Na pia wale wenye wanakuaga, you know, pale hivyo kwa, you know, kwa Facebook or whatever, where you're supposed to write your relationship status and all that, and people write it's complicated. If yours is complicated, you know the person to run to, eh? Akupatie some advices, 1 or 2 advices, akwambie, you know, why it's complicated, you know, because everyone nowadays seems to be telling someone something about relationships. How about you go to someone who's, you know, that's their area of specialization, atakupatia some real talk. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be back with more of The Buzz.